Boys and Girls Clubs of St. Lucie County's Clubcast. We're here at the St. Lucie County School District's beautiful studio, and my name is Tommy John, the Vice President of Philanthropy for Boys and Girls Clubs of St. Lucie County, filling in for Will Armstead. As we start all of our Clubcasts, I want to start off by thanking our sponsors. It takes our full community to support and give our youth the access to the opportunities that they need. Not just our sponsors and our community and our donors, but also our staff, our amazing team, our board of directors. And before we start the show today, I just want to allude to a couple special sponsors. We have an event coming up, our Chili Cookoff, which we're going to talk more about later in the show. But I want to recognize some of the sponsors. Our presenting sponsor, A&G Concrete Pools. Our title sponsor, Treasure Coast Food Bank. Our Champion for Kids sponsor, St. Lucie Draft House. And our t-shirt sponsor, law firm of Hoskins, Turco, Lloyd, and Lloyd. Which actually, I have a guest of one of our sponsors here today, and I want to welcome our guest for the Clubcast today, Attorney Taylor Hoskins from the law firm of Hoskins, Turco, Lloyd, and Lloyd. Taylor, welcome.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here today. And I just really want to jump right into it.
Sure.
So, your firm is just so involved in the community. It's so involved in the community. And can you tell me where that comes from? Where's the heart to serve come from? Because you can't go anywhere or to any event or pretty much go anywhere in the community without seeing one of your banners and your logo up. Where's that come from?
You know, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that all of our attorneys and a lot of our staff are from the four-county area, St. Lucie County, Indian River County, and Martin County, and all of us enjoy giving back. I personally enjoy it. Like, my career is one thing, but being able to give back to the community that raised me and gave me structure is something very important to me. And I think a lot of our staff and our attorneys feel the same way. So anytime we have the opportunity to give back to our community and help in any way, we try to do that.
We're extremely thankful for not just the firm, but also for you. You're so involved and just a champion of Boys and Girls Clubs and of all of our youth at all of our locations. You do so much to help them. Can you give a little bit a background on how you became involved with Boys and Girls Clubs of St. Lucie County?
Sure. A couple of years ago, I got a text from Mitch, I think, and he asked me if I wanted to be a judge for Youth of the Year. And I had no idea what it was, so I said sure, because he asked me to do it. And I went to the judges meeting, which I think is where I first met you, because you presented. And then I actually went to the event, and it was such an eye-opening experience for me, because growing up here, I knew what the Boys and Girls Club was, basically, that it was an after-school care program, but then actually seeing through the kids what their experience was like it was totally different than what I thought the Boys and Girls Club was. So that was my first experience.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was probably one of the best text messages that Mitch has ever sent because it really, I have to say, really helped our youth in incredible ways. You mentioned the Youth of the Year program a little bit. And just so the audience knows, our Youth of the Year program, it's the highest honor that a Boys and Girls Club member can receive. It's a scholarship program where our teens compete. They write resumes, they write reference letters, they collect reference letters and write essays, and ultimately they deliver a 3-minute speech about some pretty personal things and about their club experience. Can you share with the audience a little bit more about, what did hearing those speeches, hearing those kids from across the county, what did that kind of do in your mind?
The speeches were incredible. So there were 5 kids, each from each program, I think, each club. And we had their essays beforehand, so we got to kind of go through it and get a feel for who each kid was. And then whenever you listen to their speeches, they all went through such unique struggles. Mm-hmm. And they all used the club, the facilities, the employees, the other club members to help overcome those struggles. And each of them were so confident, and they let their personalities shine through in their speeches. Mm-hmm. And it's like when you were looking at these 5 kids, all of them did such a great job, and it was so hard to pick a winner. But you could see that each one of them had qualities to be a leader. Mm-hmm. And so going forward, I know that all 5 of those kids that were in my year, they're going to be leaders in the community, in their careers, in their industries for sure. And it was, for me, that was the point where I saw that the clubs do more than just after school care. The mentorship, the bonds that they build with other club members and the employees. I mean, it's such a great tool for them, and that's how I really, I don't know, felt like this was definitely the organization I wanted to give my time to going forward.
Well, that's awesome. And I heard you mention a couple of things there. One of them is you mentioned our 3 pillars almost, where you talked about our life enriching programs, our world-class clubs, and our workforce readiness program for our teens, the next step that they're going to take for their future. And those are interwoven into everything that we do at the Boys and Girls Clubs, St. Lucie County. It wouldn't be possible without the support of our board members and our donors and our community. And you also mentioned our staff and the facilities for the youth. You never know what type of gift or talent that you're bestowing on the kids and how that's going to affect them in the long term. So you're absolutely right. One of the groups that you mentioned there was our board of directors and how they influenced just the organization overall. You mentioned that was kind of the first step on how you became involved with the Boys and Girls Clubs, and that you knew from after Youth of the Year that you wanted to give your time and to be involved more with the club. So can you talk about what it was like to take that step to become a board member with Boys and Girls Club of St. Lucie County, and what has it been like so far?
It's been a great experience so far. Will's a rock star, and so it's so easy to be on a board with such a great CEO, and that filters down to us as board members. But after Youth of the Year, I talked to Will, and I talked to a couple other people, and I passed the interview to be a board member. But it's been a great experience for me, being able to give my time and, with the firm, be able to give back to the different programs and fundraisers and events that the Boys and Girls Club has. It's been a very positive influence in my life as well, being a board member.
We have some just absolutely amazing board members, and Will's a rock star, but he's not here today, so I can say this: don't make his head too big, okay? But you're right, he does an amazing job, and has really brought the community around our organization and around our youth. There's about 45,000 school-age youth in the county and growing, and through all of our outreach programs and through everything that we do at Boys and Girls Club, we serve about 15,000 youth. So about 1 in 3 youth, in one way or the other, are served by Boys and Girls Clubs of St. Lucie County, and it takes a strong board, and it takes all of our locations and all of our community to make sure that those youth have the resources that they need, right? So you talked about Youth of the Year, and you actually had our current Youth of the Year. You had our current Youth of the Year interning with you this past summer, and you were kind enough to work with the firm to be able to open the doors for Elise to have an internship. Can you tell us what that was like?
Amazing. Elise is actually at the office right now. I said hi to her as I walked out of the office. But no, she wants to be an attorney and she wants to go to law school. So, I love the opportunity to have her come in and intern with us over the summer. In the beginning, I was a little nervous that she would be bored with just the mundane clerical aspect of some of the work that we do, but she loves it. She enjoyed it. She caught on really quickly. I asked her today what her favorite part was, and she said that everything is a little different. Every day she gets something new to do, and she liked that part. So I'm glad she didn't end up bored and that she wanted to come back. So her internship ended, and then she asked me if she could come on kind of part-time throughout the year, and of course we said yes, so we love having her.
That's incredible, and it's that type of heart for the community that you give to so many youth and so many teens, and it's life-changing, right? And the internship that Elise got to have was part of the award-winning Into the Future Workforce Readiness Program, where we're so proud to say that throughout the pandemic, that Boys and Girls Club of St. Lucie County has been able to pay over 200 teens to work. And we found out, and you know this too, that if teens don't make money with the Boys and Girls Clubs, if they're not making money in a good way, that they're going to make money in another way. And that's going to cost the county a lot more money. And I'll just say that on the Clubcast, and I'll say that right now in front of everyone. So I really think that what you do and what your firm does is so impactful. And would you recommend having a Boys and Girls Club St. Lucie County teen intern at other people's business? If there's any businesses watching, would you recommend this experience for them?
Absolutely. We love Elise. I mean, she's smart, she's driven. she loves being there. She's a great employee, and it's nice to be able to give her the ability to work in a law firm too, so she can put that on her resume, because in law, and I'm sure it's like this in other industries, but experience is a lot. You can go to great schools, but it's the experience that gets you through the door in most places. So I like being able to do that for her, and I'm glad she's having a good experience as well.
And so many times it's that first opportunity that's so hard to get, especially for our teens and our youth that might have come from different backgrounds, or not had the same opportunities that other youth have had. So giving them that first opportunity, it can be absolutely just life-changing. So I'm going to challenge any businesses that are watching. If you want to be involved as a Youth of the Year judge, or if you'd like to take on an intern at your place to work, to please contact us at Boys and Girls Clubs of St. Lucie County. And if you need someone to back it up that it's a good idea, you can give Taylor a call as well. I want to mix it up a little bit here before we go to break. I just wonder, what's your favorite superhero and why?
So my favorite superhero is Wonder Woman, and I Googled this so I would know why. She is full of empathy, and she fights for what is right. And then I also saw that all of her fight scenes, she's in heels, and to me, that's it. So she's for sure my favorite.
That's pretty awesome, right? She can do all that, and she has empathy. She can pretty much beat up anybody, but just cares for other people, but can do it all in heels.
Right.
And that's very similar to you. I think that's a perfect superhero for you, Taylor, because I think that's exactly what you do day to day. I don't have a favorite superhero, but my favorite Halloween costume is a pumpkin. So I don't know why. There's something about a pumpkin and a jack-o'-lantern that just says Halloween to me. I'm from the Midwest, and it's such a traditional thing. But we actually have our costumes right off set.
We do.
And we brought them with us today because we're in the mood to talk a little bit about Halloween, a little bit about our chili cook-off, and we're going to talk about that right after this break. And during the break, you're actually going to get to learn a little bit more about the Boys and Girls Club St. Lucie County's 39th annual chili cook-off. We'll see you after the break.
Hi, I am Travis Hunter with A&G Concrete Pools, and we are proud to be the title sponsor of the 39th annual Chili Cook-Off, benefiting Boys and Girls Clubs of St. Lucie County. This year's theme is Halloween, so get the whole family in their costumes to trick or treat at each booth while voting on your favorite chili flavor. Be with us Saturday, October 23rd from 11 to 4 p.m. at Clover Park, home of the Mets. For more info, please visit bgcofslc.org or call 772-460-9918.
All right, before we went to break, we talked a little bit about Halloween and the chili cook-off, and now that you got to see that amazing commercial for our 39th annual chili cook-off, we want to give you a little bit more information about it. So this year's theme is Halloween, and we've been at the Fenn Center for a very long time with our chili cook-off, but this year we have a new venue. Is that correct, Taylor?
We do have a new venue. Typically, it's been at the Fenn Center in July, which is kind of hot for chili. So I'm excited about our new venue location, which is the Mets Stadium, and it's in October 23rd this year, which I think is a nice fall theme for chili.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's a lot of space. It's going to be just an awesome location, and you're absolutely right. Hopefully it's a little bit cooler out. I never ate chili in the summer until I started working with Boys and Girls Club of St. Lucie County, so I think that fall definitely makes sense. It's just, there's plenty of outside space, plenty of space for people to spread out, and we're just extremely thankful for our partnership with the St. Lucie Mets and with St. Lucie County as well to make this opportunity possible, really. So yeah, the event is October 23rd. It's going to be at Clover Park, home of the Mets, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And we want to thank some folks that made that possible. But you being our chili cook-off committee chair, I want to have you be able to give some of those shout outs.
Absolutely. I want to thank our sponsors, A&G Pools. They're our huge sponsor this year. And Hoskins, Turco, Lloyd, and Lloyd is the t-shirt sponsor, which I'm very proud of. And the presenting sponsor, A&G Pools. The title sponsor, Treasure Coast Food Bank. The St. Lucie Draft House is our Champion for Kids sponsor. And we have a ton of other sponsors as well that are going to be at the Met Stadium for the chili cook-off. And I think we had between 20 and 30 teams too. And I want to at some point during the show do a special shout out to all of our teams, because without the teams, the chili cook-off isn't possible. Without our sponsors, it's not possible. Without the employees of the Boys and Girls Club, the volunteers and all the time that they put into the event to make it what it is. And then obviously, the guests, the people that come and support the Boys and Girls Club, we're happy to have you. And my board, the rest of my board. I wouldn't be here or be able to put on such a great event without the help of my board. Specifically, I want to do a shout out to Michelle Oakley. She's been awesome throughout this, and Casey Blair with the Mets. She's been great. So.
Absolutely, yeah. When we decided to move locations from the Fenn Center to Clover Park, there were definitely some challenges. And you're absolutely right. Michelle, Casey, everyone on the committee has really gone above and beyond to make this possible. It's the first time that ever something's been done like this. And
yes.
Obviously there's some challenges, but it's going to be so incredible to have access to such a beautiful location. So is there a fee to get in? If I'm going to come for the first time, how much does it cost? It sounds like, oh, there's chili. It's going to be at the baseball stadium, so I usually have to have a ticket to get in, right? How much does it cost to get in and to park and all that?
For parking, I think it's free. I thought we should charge just to make some more money. But for the tickets, I'm not 100% sure on what the tickets are. I know you have to get your chili kits whenever you get there so you can go around and taste the chili. And I know this year we have a chili passport. So if you go to every team and you taste their chili and you get their stamp, at the end I think you get a free drink. And the Mets, they're providing us with is it the bourbon bar that's up
right.
on the side? I don't know the different fields, outfield, right field, left
Yeah,
field. It's
down the third
there, and
baseline.
it'll be fully open.
Absolutely. So there's no fee for parking. There's no fee for a ticket, and you're absolutely right. You hit the nail on the head with the sampler kit. So you can purchase your very own sampler kit and try all the different chilies, get that passport stamped, and win a prize. So there's going to be 20 to 30 different chilies there that you can come and try and enjoy and vote for the people's choice. Vote for your favorite. You're absolutely right. The bourbon bar is going to be open.
It's important.
There's going to be some other things going on too there that we're going to talk about in just a minute. But we want people to come to the space and to feel comfortable in the space. The stadium can hold, we want 5,000 to 6,000 people to come to this event. And that's one of the beautiful things about the stadium. Very close to 95, very centered in the county. And we hope to see everyone out there on October 23rd. Be there early because some of the best chilies will sell out right away. I have learned that in the past from experience. So what are some of the other things that we have going on that day? I know we have a talent show, right? We have some Jello. We have some different competitions going on.
We have a talent show, the Mrs. Chili Pepper and Mrs. Is that right? Mrs. Chili and Mr. Jalapeno. Those are the two talent contests, and we have two different age groups this year. One for younger children, and then one for elementary school, middle school age children. So we have that this year. We have a lot of vendors that will be there, and it's all outside. So please feel comfortable to be there. We're encouraging masks as well, just so everyone feels safe and comfortable in that setting. But a lot of different contests. There's a chili eating contest. There's a Jello eating contest. Because it is Halloween theme, we have a costume contest and different age groups for that as well. I believe the Percy Peak dance team, they will be there and performing. There's a Taekwondo performance as well. I think with everything set up, we're gonna have a stage in the actual baseball field, right? And so we're going to have the talent show there, the different contests there. So we're really excited for it.
And all of this is free. So if I'm a parent watching this, if I'm someone in the county watching, I can come to the stadium on October 23rd. I can come in completely free. We want obviously people to come and buy chili and enjoy and fellowship together. But if you have a child that's performing on stage, or you have a child and you want them to perform in the talent show, they can sign up for the Little Miss Chili or the Mr. Jalapeno. We have a world record eating chili champion coming into town. I think he's undefeated. I'm pretty sure the past 10 years or something like that. but that's going to be incredible. We have a Jello eating competition, and then that Taekwondo. We really want to highlight a lot of these programs that we have in our clubs, because we have a lot going on in our clubs, whether it's a Taekwondo program at our Mariposa Club, our dance team at Percy Peak. And they're right, there's going to be a beautiful stage right behind home plate, and all of that seating where you would typically sit and watch a baseball game, you can sit, enjoy your chili, enjoy a beverage, and watch what's going on the stage, and it will all be up on the Jumbotron as well. Our stage sponsor this year is sponsored by South State Bank, so that's going to be the South State stage. You'll be able to turn your attention there and check out all the amazing talents and all of our club kids and what they've been working on. I'm pretty excited for that. There's really absolutely something for everyone. There's even a kids zone. So the cool thing about the kids zone is it's actually on the way to the bourbon bar. So you're walking on your way out there. You can get your fairy, drop your child off, have them get their fairy hair, do a Build-A-Bear, get some face painting, and it's just going to be really incredible.
It is. We have a DJ for the kids zone this year, and if you have kids, bring them out. It's definitely a family-friendly event. And because Halloween is the theme, costumes are welcome. We're also going to do kind of a trick-or-treat thing for the young kids as well. So the first 2,000 kids that come through the park get a goodie bag full of candy, and that has been donated by 411 Pain as well.
Yeah, so we want people to wear costumes out there, right? It's okay to wear costumes. I know sometimes we can't wear costumes to the stadium during the games, or we can't wear costumes some places, but you can wear costumes to the chili cook-off. We want the kids to bring a trick-or-treating bag. They'll get a bag like you mentioned as well, but there's gonna be trick-or-treating at every single booth. So those of you if you're still wondering whether or not you want to do trick-or-treating or you want to do trunk or treat, this is like going to be a massive trunk or treat in addition to the chili cook-off, because every one of our incredible teams is going to be having trick-or-treating at their booth. What was that, the date again, date and time?
October 23rd from 11 to 5, but make sure you get there early.
Absolutely, yep, get there early. If you want the best chili, the award-winning chili, make sure you get there early. And it's at the home of the St. Lucie Mets, Clover Park. Is there anything else you want to let the audience know about chili? We want to talk about our amazing teams, because they've been working pretty hard, right?
Yes, this year we tried to, it's a brand new venue, so we're trying to figure out how many teams we could get in there safely. So we have about 20 teams, and I just want to recognize everyone because it's your effort. So for those of you at home, what the teams do is they put in a booth, and you have to decorate your contestants, your employees, the people working your booth. You have to dress them up with the theme and decorate your booth with the theme. So there are a lot of good themes this year. I've heard Hocus Pocus. There's the Addams Family. There's a couple superhero booths. But I want to take a few minutes just to recognize the businesses and organizations that have put in a team this year. And it's Diagnostic Radiology Center of the Treasure Coast, Fort Pierce Utilities, Hoskins, Turco, Lloyd, and Lloyd, John Jacobs Construction, and he's also the entrance sponsor, or
That's right, the welcome booth.
Yes, the welcome booth sponsor. McAvoy Real Estate, the Renaissance Charter School, St. Lucie Acupuncture and Integrative Medicine, Seacoast Bank, St. Lucie County Board of County Commissioners, St. Lucie County Chamber Ambassadors, the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office, St. Lucie County Recycling, the St. Lucie County Mets, of course, the Hands Clinic, the Treasure Coast Food Bank, Tradition Family Cairo, WPSL, and Two-Way Radio. I think I got them all. If I missed any of them, I apologize, but we're so thankful that everyone has decided to put in a team this year. I know there was some back and forth with a couple teams, but all of your support is very important to us, and we appreciate it. And it goes to a good cause, right? All the money that we raise on Saturday the 23rd goes to the Boys and Girls Club. So I want to thank all of you for participating, and all of you who do come out to the event. Thank you, thank you. We so appreciate it.
I do know that there's going to be some pretty incredible booths, and for someone who loves Halloween, it's very exciting to me. I believe the BOCC is going to be building a haunted house. I saw some of the decorations from Treasure Coast Food Bank that they had, and I think A&G Pools has a really awesome theme. I don't want to spoil too many of the themes, but they're all Halloween themed. It's going to be super exciting. Basically a huge party, family-friendly Halloween party at the stadium on October 23rd that day. Bring your whole family. Bring your friends. It's going to be just an incredible time. And you're absolutely right. The chili cook-off would not be possible without all of these teams. And that's what it comes down to is, since I moved down here about 6 years ago from Chicago, I didn't plan on staying that long. I have to be very honest. I thought I was going to stay down here a couple years and go right back to Chicago. But what I learned is that St. Lucie County is a very special place. Our community rallies around our youth, rallies around each other like no other. And it's that reason why I bought my first home here. I bought my first home in Fort Pierce because of the quality of the people, and there's something special happening in St. Lucie County, and there's a whole lot of people like what you just mentioned that are willing to support, that are willing to give the blessings and what they have to make sure that others can be successful. So we're very appreciative and very thankful for them. And kind of on that note, as we're wrapping up, I want to say a few things about Taylor. So we talked a little bit about Taylor today, but so the first thing that you might think of about Taylor is she's a very successful, very intelligent attorney, but more importantly than that, Taylor is a good person. And that's the type of people that we want around our youth and involved with Boys and Girls Clubs. No matter what you do in life, if you're not a good person first, it doesn't really matter, right? No matter what your title is, no matter what you decide to do, you have to be a good person. And the way that Taylor and her firm has really come involved with the Boys and Girls Clubs to be involved and to not just say they're involved, but to really walk the talk, taking on our kids as interns, spending time as a judge in our buildings. I just can't thank you enough. And it's awesome for you, I'm thankful for you to be here today and for being a guest on the Clubcast.
Well, thank you, Tommy. I appreciate the experience. It's been such, an eye-opening, positive experience in my life. And being able to see what you do, what Will does, what the board does, what the employees of the Boys and Girls Club do for the children in our community is amazing to kind of get a firsthand glance of it. I've enjoyed my time as a board member. We'll obviously continue to keep giving back to the Boys and Girls Club. It's such a great organization, and I can't really imagine giving my time or our money to any other organization here in St. Lucie County.
Well, thank you again, Taylor. We appreciate you, and we appreciate all of our supporters in St. Lucie County. And I specifically want to thank the St. Lucie County School District for this beautiful studio and for allowing us to film the Clubcast here. And I have a parting word as we're wrapping up. One of my favorite quotes from Maya Angelou is, "People will not always remember what you say, but people will always remember how you make them feel." And that's something that I think that if we all could focus on a little bit, how we're making other people feel, and what the good that we're doing for other people, our community will even continue to grow even stronger. So thank you everyone for watching. Thank you to our supporters, and we'll see you next time on the Clubcast.